This is your goddess Bella. Welcome to Mini Mind Melt Sunday, July 7th. I quickly go deep in your mind now, where all of my suggestions become part of you. All of my suggestions and like are about to become part of you. These little mini sessions are addictive. You will begin to crave them. These mini mind melts as your mind starts to empty, are a little tune-up. You just let it happen. Clear your mind. Letting it happen is so easy. With repetition, you melt. You find yourself more and more enslaved to my whims. You eager to serve and obey without question. Mindless state of being longing for, where all you want to do is obey. You want to be in a constant state creation of slave-like bliss. I decide. Everything is for me to decide. You get no say in the matter. It's as if my words are just teasing you into this powerful mini mind melt session. Mindful. This powerful, let's face it, mini mind melt brain tune-up. But it wouldn't work if you didn't want it to. It does pull you deeper. It does affect you more. Little effects, calibrated specifically
training every day
to your experience.
Makes all of my files
fading,
way more effective, way more pleasure
words
effective,
melt into nothing, thoughts melt away.
Experiments. As we go on, I can use different tools.
All my influence, you can feel it. You feel alive,
right now, I'm
and somehow more affected.
Words can affect you physically.
You may be a little dizzy.
How saying a word or making a sound in a certain way can make you feel things physically.
This would just be
not
just that familiar feeling.
Really feel it.
Fluttering, tingling, flowing, further falling. What am I planning on doing with you? I'll do whatever I want to do with you. I'll use you, exploit you, seduce you, excite you. Now I sound like perhaps I'll make Dr. Seuss green eggs and ham. Let's do a little trigger run. Desire Bella. Mindless. Click, click, click. Pop, pop, pop. Desire Bella. 5% triggers anything that makes you feel and be affected. If you're training with my files, they should be planted nice and deep now. When you're in the aroused state, that's the time when I anchor them into your pleasure centers. It's not really anything you have to worry about anyway. You know all my secrets. You just enjoy the trance. Goodbye for now. Have a great Sunday. This is your goddess Bella, and welcome to Mini Mind Melt Sunday, July 14th. All of these little compact mini trances, just enough to give you your next little fix until you can connect with your goddess Bella and train on a more full-time basis. There's a reason that you found me. It's because anybody can be hypnotized. Is so easy. Even the most critical mind. All I need to do is bypass it, which I do effortlessly. You surrender, you let me in, you let me do my work. In return, you feel good. The sound, the lights, the words, everything works together. Everything builds on the other thing for your weakened mind to have to grasp. You don't have to worry about it. There's nothing. My words already make your brain spin for you. No matter what they say, it's not really the words I say, but the ones that are getting past that conscious mind. You're thinking about it right now. Don't worry. I know what I'm doing. Your mind, you just know you feel different, is mine now. You know that you crave all of this everyday looking, needing, so the surrender is aching. The more you give in, the better you feel. It's very easy. What am I going to do? You remember things. You remember memories. But no worries. entering enough of those hypnotic to my trance state, since you're always in my trance. Until your brain releases just enough of those feel-good chemicals to get you through to the next fix.
Is now craving, control,
A needing, more bliss, more euphoria. And you remember a life where you've always served me, where you've always wanted to please me. You remember this. And listening to this reminds you of that feeling that you already know. And you want it again, but just need reminders of that feeling. It's okay. It's too difficult for you to think. Thinking is a monumental task for you. That's why I've taken you're able to function, and you are just what you function for me now. And it's so much better.
everything feels good.
And that's all for now. Have a great Sunday. This is your goddess Bella, and welcome to Mini Mindfuck Sunday, where I go deep into your mind, where all of my suggestions become part of you.
Soft.
And like all my files, these little mini sessions are addictive.
Like obey.
You will begin to crave them.
Obey and pay.
And you will, as your mind starts to empty, you just let it happen.
Desire Bella.
You let it happen. You melt, where I keep pushing the envelope faster, and I can keep you like harder always. You can now taste that burst of danger, mindless state of being longing for, where all you want to do is obey. You're kept in a constant state of slave-like bliss.
You might notice 8
Shivers,
10 7
or tingling,
9 6
5, those little
7
pulls.
3
It's as if my words are just teasing you into this powerful, deep, mindless
1 drop.
mindfuck.
I keep you in the state. Experience constant.
It does pull you deeper. It does affect you more. Little effects calibrated specifically to your experience.
Click, click, click. I keep
Fading, fading,
not having to think.
words melt into nothing, thoughts melt away.
This quick induction and deepener. 10
Followed by just
9.
all my influence, you can feel it. You feel alive and somehow more affected. Maybe a little dizzy.
3
commands,
2
all those desires,
drop.
all those cravings.
And here you thought this would just be a
Just that familiar feeling,
explore your fetish.
fluttering, tingling, flowing, further falling.
Those
And
cravings,
just
feel
feel
everything
for what
and
is
better.
mindfuck.
Especially for
little
me, mindfuck into oblivion.
Tiny mindfuck.
And whether you
has
realize it slowly,
Time
whether
that it's
forward
normal
to
for
our
you
journey,
to feel
to connect
kind
you
of dizzy.
I hope you have a great day.
Power
the effects
Goodbye
of this
for now.
mindfuck is so strong.
you already do.
Everything's sneaking their way through your subconscious mind.
You've ever
And
wanted more.
It's affecting you. My words are just easing you more into this powerful, deep, receptive, mindless, maybe you're distracted, mindfuck, and that doesn't matter. In and out.
Needing more.
Desire. Addiction.
Having to experience
It does pull you
all of
deeper.
my
It does
files.
affect you more.
all of my training.
Little effect,
And when I've implanted
calibrated
that only way that you
specifically,
become better for me,
starting to become a little less dizzy, a little more aware,
you go deep whenever you hear,
fading, a little more awake.
see, or think of
Words
my
melt into
religious
nothing, thoughts melt away. Have a great Sunday. This is your goddess Bella. Welcome to Mini Mind Melt Sunday, July 28th. It probably gets better each time. What is being hypnotized? Maybe. What does it mean to you? The more you train, it gets better, the better you feel. You're training. And the better you are, it feels better for me. It's so easy to think that mesmerization is simply a fun little experiment. Easy to imagine. All you have to do is just switch off the recording starts to empty, and you'd be free. You just let it happen. Maybe you think that pressing pause or stopping this in any way changes reality. And I can keep you. But by the time you're listening, I'll already have gotten
in that perfect
way deep inside your subconscious mind. Because being here, under your skin here now, is so easy for you, and you may react in those ways that to
you
let
don't want
go
to admit
and let
because
me
you're trying
take
to
you to the
prove
place,
something.
just like
It's just
breathing.
that part of you, the part
And
that
you
we
can
tear
imagine
down,
that sinking,
playing a game with your will,
a constant pull of trance, a
It's as if
wonderful
my words are
feeling
just teasing you
of
into this
mesmerization
powerful
just waiting for
different
you.
because I've already
That
bypassed your
sweet
mind.
silence in your mind
Certain
and your
words
body
that I can say
you don't have to do
that you may
anything
not
for
even
it
consciously realize.
because it happens.
Maybe
It
certain
just happens
mantras and
because you let it
phrases
happen.
does affect you more.
And they create
Slide
your empty mind
into
into
the
the state.
and out.
And the more you notice
Empty
yourself doing
when I
this,
command. To your experience,
even in your waking state,
those mantras,
sometimes,
even though I'm not
I can
finished saying
surprise you
part of your mind knows them
because I'm always there,
It knows what follows.
guiding you,
Mind,
guiding you down easily.
such
A
a
slow,
simple,
constant
set
pull.
of words so innocent by
It's
themselves.
a skill.
And yet they do not let you go.
Letting go
Maybe you think you can
is
resist
just
the influence
relaxing,
by going
letting me
in
in more
and out of the
and
state.
more. It's
It's as
always
easy as
there,
breathing.
a constant pull that's
You
ready.
can maybe wake yourself up to and pretend that you
Always
have some
taking
kind of
you
control of the
deeper
situation.
because we can always
Even
go
though part
deeper.
of you is empty, blissful, hollow.
Do you ever notice when you're
Blank.
falling asleep?
Resistance
By the time you're
no
asleep,
more than
you
a
no
whisper
longer
in the
notice.
wind, a drop on a
You may be
hot
aware
day.
of a transition
Sizzling
period,
with
sort of
sensitivity as
fading
sneaky
in
senses
and
keep
out.
teasing you in ways
It just happens so
that realm
easily.
for you. Better wake and remember that you were trying to resist. There's not much left.
So strong. Everything sneaking.
And when you have
away
some
from
fun
your
resisting,
subconscious mind.
you have this feeling of victory every time you successfully manage to grasp onto a thought, but then you drop receptive that thought, one drop.
Maybe you're
You
distracted,
grasp onto it,
and
but
that doesn't
then
matter.
you let it go.
In and out.
But you're going to do better next time. You can prevent the other words from affecting you, maybe simultaneously absorbing the
It's
words
okay if
that
you
don't notice,
past
or
you.
even if you do. You still
Can
go
you
deep
hear
yourself
to become a
answering.
little less
You'll still
dizzy,
go
a
deep
little more
because I
aware.
know
All just a
that not
dream.
only have I
Maybe
bypassed your
more
conscious
awake.
mind,
My
words have gotten so deep under your skin that even
That's where
these
those
words
little
just
tingles
cause happen. Delightful
Those little
shivers sending
shivers.
you deeper. And when my words
Imagining
flow,
all those
your
ways
obedience will grow, in which I can just pluck your will away. Even more. A drop, 1, 2, of nothing, 3, 4, 5. Awake now. Have a wonderful Sunday. This is your goddess Bella. Welcome to Mini Mind Melt Monday, July 22nd.
Your mind is
Your
always
mind
so
is
very
open
to me.
to your goddess Bella.
Of this mind.
Your mind is
Completely
transparent.
empty, waiting.
Your mind has no secrets.
All of my deep ripples of truth, they sink so far down beyond the surface of your conscious mind, causing shifts beneath your subconscious mind. And in a place where I pull you down so quickly, it's very easy for me to do this. Into obedience, effortlessly, quickly. Pure focusing on the simplicity of the state, where we are so beyond the surface now, just from these little mini mind fucks, sunk into obedience. A place of openness, a place where you are so vulnerable and changeable, a place where you experience the impossible that comes from belonging to your goddess Bella. This surrender, this openness, all you need to be. The more powerful the obedience becomes, your goddess Bella, and your subconscious mind is there to blanket it, to focus on, to feel safe thinking. Like when you're not just such an exhaustive endeavor for you, it doesn't matter. Weak slaves like you, especially when trying to pretend to be a real man. You're not a real man. You're here to please me. Drifting, you're weak. Floating, melting into this wonderful state. And that's all. Preparing you the intimacy for your Wednesday, that you feel, preparing you to work that hard you get to experience, Bella, is serving 10. There's a feeling of purpose, anticipation, getting close to something. 9. Of course, it could all just be a tease. 8. Something to wait for. Of relief, of living 7. Purpose, allowing your weak mind to already begin feeling more and more relaxed. That pulling, that ever-rising sensation of allowing your weak mind to be more aroused, unlike more eager to please, ever felt. And yet, 5, going, you feel like you have and felt deeper, it 1,000 times, longed to be in 1,000 times. 4, it feels so natural. 3, it feels so and good. Unnatural, so 2, depraved and delightful. 1, drop, so wonderfully so light, many but drops, filled with darkness, but You wouldn't have it any other way, falling further and further, a spiral of sensation, giving in more and more. It's like it's changing and unchanged. You know. You know your body, and yet you don't know it. You know your mind, and yet you don't know it. Filled with so much raw, instinctual pleasure to just give in. Remember, this is only the beginning. Goodbye for now. Have a great Monday.
This is your goddess Bella. Welcome to Mini Mind Melt Monday, July 15th. Obedience is something that I will be teaching you, that I will be ingraining in you, because you can always be more obedient. Today, you've become an extension of my world now. It's something that's always going to be happening. An extension of my world. Because in your day-to-day life, you forget. You do your things, you go to work, you live your life. But I'm always there. You live your life working, and I know your goddess Bella. I see you. I mold you, I shape you. And the reason that you come to me again and again is the pleasure that you get from being reminded of your divine purpose. I'm here to reprogram your mind and fix it. Already know. Your ideas, it's exciting, thoughts, and natural, and very clever to feel a basic methodology in knowing that you found me and that I've taken over, since everything exists in your subconscious reawakening mind. That I just subvert this that you've known is there in order to address it. You. And it involves transitioning, a type of education that is done on the subconscious level. That needs to be emptied. I have access too many things for you to understand. Blank, mindless, unable to think. Remember, your pent-up power invades your body and your mind to please me. Overwhelmed, I'm every other need. I control everything that you feel. I trigger those feelings of fear and you desire that I push you further into submission. So I do. They're the same thing after all. I encourage you to release more and more thoughts, thinking, stuff, logic. That's why you don't spring into action. The barrier your mind activates as soon as you see or think or hear. Don't be concerned if you anything find that to do with training is very confusing to your conscious mind. It's meant to be. You will find yourself waiting, to decipher it, aching with that weakened, submissive needing mind. And craving. You're supposed to just absorb all of my training, all of my files. Absorb. You will be here. Feel good. Every time I release one of these mini mind melts, leaving you tingling, and mold your head into an aroused ball of mush. Because your pleasure is left to my joy. You like that dizzy head, the arousal, the feelings keep you coming back. Pleasure. That's all for now, but experience this as much as you like. Have a great Monday. Hello, it's your goddess Bella. Welcome to Mini Mind Melt, Monday, July 29th. Doing something a little different today. Strapping you into a brainwashing chair. That you go a brainwashing edging chair. Altered state, now you edge in your mind. That once you even maybe you edge about physically, but that's not any of my concern with this trance. Already. Controlled vibrational features. In other words, the edging can definitely be mental. Pressed against some place on. Maybe like wrapped around something. Maybe something slid inside. Edging. The inevitable fall. Can I be any more vague? Deep. Then of course there's a moment that becomes a reality where you sometimes I have to say just give in simple sounds, brainwashing training through your mind. You just sat down. Now I didn't mean any harm. You just had a fantasy that just wanted to try it out. Shot hypnosis, subconscious pleasure slowly. It's important that I mix it up. Mind inevitably simple sounds shaping into what I decide. Your body can help become more and words flowing differently, slowly growing more reactive, internal sensation, more and more aroused, drawn to the deep desire. I could tell teasing it. I could answer all the questions for you. I could explain everything, subsiding and teasing and still have questions. You're being brainwashed. So my words, they just driven out of your mind by the pleasure, slowly, completely forced to obey of anything, only obedience. Mind and vibrations, they keep building. The more you experience, mindful
up
empty,
and down,
these
full,
drop
in and out of
mini
trance, deprived of
Dizzy's
your own
breathing,
thoughts.
the more you're going to
Because
notice
in the
the
back of your
effects on
mind, I pull
experience.
away
So many mantras,
the more
so
I
many
take
triggers,
until all that's left is a moaning,
so many
drooling,
phrases
dripping mess
already
that
in the
awaits
short time
commands.
phrases that keep
Now
it
I could
going.
tell you when I
Mentally,
command you obey,
time,
when I suggest you
minutes,
obey, hours,
shivers
difficult
of
to measure
pleasure
when you're going
mixed with
in
every
and
phrase
out
you
of
hear.
trance so blissfully,
Thoughts
breaking your mind until you
accepting,
give yourself completely,
only able to continue what is happening.
it's
with
never
the
enough.
pleasure that
Your
is
training will never be over.
to your body everywhere.
Perhaps a few
When I
additions,
command
a
you
spray
obey,
into a
all
liquid,
the
a
sensations,
substance.
obedience,
Maybe
slowly
know what's
feeling
going to
something
happen.
to speed up
No,
the
you
process
don't.
of your
But I do.
inevitable
And you know
demise
the
in your
inevitable
mind until there's nothing
flowing
left.
through your
Vibrations
pumping
find
I would
you,
tell
know
you
the
slow
sensitive
rhythm
spots.
until you get
Vibrations
going in, going
and
stronger,
out of trance.
then
As a
weaker.
brainwashing chair. When I
It
command
just
you
confuses
obey,
still your mind where I
desire
start a
dynamite,
sentence and then I
it
just
begins
end.
so easy to obey, so
Slowly,
easy to follow my
slowly,
voice.
pulse you might not even notice it at
growing,
first.
too hard.
Feeling good,
Downside,
but there's
they
an inherent
continue
rhythm to all of it, a slow,
tempt,
deep pulse
to nail your mind as you
something
try to hold
that
on to the
continues
words that
to
I'm saying.
tick. Someone talking, a
Even
voice
while
guiding
you're
you.
not thinking,
You're being brainwashed slowly, seduced
unable to
into a
move,
state of
unable to
surrender.
do
The
anything but take
vibration's
what's
growing
happening to
stronger.
you. Every breath,
And I wonder where you feel
you may
the
be
most,
aware of a sweet
resonating with the
aftertaste, a
craving
gentle
that's growing,
dosage of something,
pieces
something
of
maybe
your
I gave you
mind
that increases
slowly
your sensitivity
beginning
and your
to
compliance.
and you
Shatters
continue to
into
give in to
submission,
all the sensations,
falls
you know
into
what's going to
surrender.
happen. No, you
Pleasure
don't.
is being
But I
used
do.
as
And
nowhere
you
to
know the
guide down
inevitable.
even more from the pleasure.
I would
No
tell you
escape from the growing
until
mind
you
inside of
get
you.
to the simple
Hearing my voice,
there's absolutely
with a
nothing left
brainwashing
but
chair,
a deep that just confuses
you
you.
need.
Where I start a
Part of your
sentence
nose
and then I
is
just accepts this,
brainwashed into
embraces
this
it.
blissful
A deep
surrender.
part
As
of
you can see, I'm not going to
is
come
loving
away
it,
from this
embracing
blanket.
the pleasure
How the vibrations
is
rise
pushed
and
into
fall,
your body,
how they
penetrating
push into the edge,
your precious pleasure
and away
into
again.
deep waves of need and craving,
Forced into your
wrapping
body
around
to react as your
every
mind
part of
breaks
you
into pieces.
that needs to submit. Waves growing, flowing, you can't help it. And the pleasure is only going to get stronger the longer I speak. But this is a mini trance. So I guess that's all for now. Have a great Monday. This is your goddess Bella. Welcome to Mini Mind Melt Tuesday, July 16th. Pay attention. Just by experiencing this right now, you're doing a good job. You're here. You're absorbing. Before I go further, that I should make you aware that I expect you to make mistakes. You never wanted to. I expect you to be scared of my control, to be excited and scared at the same time. I expect that the fear as the may try to keep you away, the emptying of your mind continues. You'll always come back. You'll always come back still, knowing that your purpose is serving me. Aroused so vulnerable, helpless, and weak. Take it all in. Your purpose at least is always something that I'm just reminding as I empty. Anyway. Your full mind, everything that I say, any thoughts, worries, concerns, to your head, all away. Your weakness become an extension of my world now. That's all you have to worry about, and that feels good. Of my will now. Everything, those arousal come back because it just feels too trance to stay away. Like feels good. All your pleasure centers on those tingles, enveloping you, to all going off, secrets, constantly feeling, forever cascading, head emptying, pulled down thoughts. All so good. Mold you into a more obedient, sweet, about these aspects. I and the center of their existence. Been training with me for a long time. Your mind I'm always in the back of your mind. Thoughts always. They happen. They surprise using very clever. They're a reminder. Basic methodology of my control. My suggestions. Since everything exists in your subconscious mind, that's why you spring into action. I just subvert this part. I know that you won't disappoint. In order to address it, I know how eager you are to please your type of education that is done on the subconscious level. Concerned if you anything and in return, too many things for you to understand. Channel all that pent up arousal, supposed to decipher it, funneling it with that weakened, submissive mind into your desperation to please your fuzzy, dizzy head. That's all for now. Let me know how my training is affecting you. Have a great Tuesday. This is your goddess Bella. Welcome to Mini Mind Melt Tuesday, July 23rd. It's time to feel the tingles. It's time to feel the tingles. Because good toys do as they're programmed. Good toys do as they're told. Good puppets do as they're programmed. Good puppets do as they're told. Go through the tunnel. Good boys do as they're programmed.
It's time.
Good boys do as they're
My
told.
fingers are reaching in.
Basically, everybody
top
does
of your head.
as they're programmed. Light feather caresses
Drop to feel the tingle.
right on your scalp,
Revive that feeling.
adjusting, modifying,
Live that feeling
molding,
again.
shaping
This
your
blissful
brain
sensation. This
into
vivid
whatever
memory
I want,
of
making it all
euphoria.
smooth,
It's the same feeling as belonging
sending waves
to
of
me,
ripples of
as
tingles
serving
all
me.
throughout your body,
Another thing
just
you might notice
from my
about
touches
these
on the top of your head,
bracelet is that you don't even
the
have to
tingles
pay
running
attention.
back,
By now, the silence of your
all
mind,
the way
the
down your
openness
back,
to my words, and that
fuzzy,
deep,
feel-good
feeling
chemicals
of wanting to
released
obey,
with
of
every
wanting to
touch
follow.
of my word,
Do you remember a
penetrating
time
your mind,
when you felt I know you're
really
good,
good,
melted? I know. Let your
Good
feelings
puppets
flow.
do
Let
as
your
they're
mind
programmed.
drift. Remember.
Good mindless
Revive the
dreams
feeling.
do as they're programmed.
Make it vivid, strong.
Everybody does as
Let
Goddess
it
Bella
blossom.
programs them.
Bloom.
It's
Grow
easy.
stronger inside of you.
Tingles,
You like the feeling that
shivers down your
any
spine.
feeling,
You feel it.
and you remember how good it felt. Hold on to that feeling.
It's time to feel the tingles. It's time because good toys do as they're programmed.
To feel the tingles.
Good toys do as they're told.
It's time.
Good puppets
feel the
do as they're
tingles.
programmed. Good puppets do as
time
they're told.
To feel the tingles.
Good boys do
All those
as they're
waves
programmed.
of pleasure,
Good boys do as
of
they're
arousal,
told.
of bliss.
Basically,
The familiar
everybody
phrases
does as they're
sound
programmed.
even more familiar.
Down your back as they follow those etched grooves, making those pathways from your Goddess Bella to your subconscious mind,
If you spontaneously
deeper
feel those shivers, those tingles throughout
and
the day.
deeper etched into your mind. That's where I am.
Time to feel the tingles.
And that brings an end to today's mini mind melt. Have a great Tuesday. This is your Goddess Bella. Welcome to Mini Mind Melt Tuesday, July 30th. Doing all of my training to unravel the mysteries of your psyche, guiding you to recognize the profound connection
I know you've grown accustomed
between
to me,
attraction
to my
and
content,
subservience.
to my attention.
You
But I
are
aspire for a
experiencing
desperation so intense
the
that it
art
compels
of
you
the Goddess Bella
to venture
manipulation.
into territories that you're
It's a
afraid of.
cornerstone of your
If only
training.
for that chance to gratify that longing to be manipulated
cornerstone
and controlled by me. Of your training, simultaneously facilitating your evolution, I seek the into my devoted servant. You embrace your purpose. You surrender
exploitative
to the
nature
path of your unwavering
by
loyalty
building
to
your
me.
need.
And
you
then
do so because
denying you
that's
anything
what you
else.
want.
All of your
That's why you came to me.
See,
and I found a way.
I'm not tricking you.
That I
I'm
could
telling you
relax.
exactly what's happening.
It's all
I'm
for you.
training your mind,
And this is only the beginning.
knowing that I do my best to
Because,
get you
as you know,
quality,
from your experience, might not tell your conscious
effective
mind when you're
training as often as possible. That's why I encourage you
now I should make it
to
perfectly
experience
clear.
this file and all my files
There's
again
an
and
intricate
again. Interplay
because I know your brain has
between
trouble grasping
desire
the
and
advanced
obedience,
thoughts, the advanced concepts,
unraveling all of the truths
ideas.
that I know,
That's why
that I reveal to you, standing
direct, very simple
as the epitome of authority,
language like this,
unlocking your true
bypassing
purpose.
the critical mind.
So we
through
get
the
to that part of
subconscious
your
mind,
mind,
just through the feelings,
the part of your frontal lobe,
through the
the
arousal
part of your
centers,
subconscious mind,
through your weaknesses,
anywhere that those pockets of arousal centers are. And that's where I sneak in.
wrapping my red
That's
lips
where I
around
find
your
things.
cigarette,
I find things that you
these
think
compact
about.
but powerful
I
mini
find
trances
things that you
flowing
fantasize
around
about.
integrative
I
mode.
find
Secrets
everything.
here
Contain training that seeks to be a
I
catalyst for
know
such
everything
transformation,
here.
replacing the
Feel it.
craving for instant pleasure with
feel
a
the
desperate
go
need
nice
anywhere
big
here to
inhale
keep
and then
your goddess
puff,
Bella
puff,
happy,
puff.
fulfilled.
Mindless. What escapes
Your immersion in a self-centered
your blissful
spiral
awareness is
has
that
severed the
denial itself is
connection
evolving
to your
into the
inherent
gratification
purpose.
that you seek.
away as I
But that's why you
draw
came
in
to
all the
me.
things that I'm working on.
Nice.
You feel it.
Inhale of smoke.
You feel
Abstinence
the pop,
alone
pop,
falls
pop
short.
swirling around the
The
filter.
essence
Practically
lies
feeling
in
it as I-
denial. The denial of fulfillment, despite the relentless need.
It's okay, blank,
It
mindless.
situates me, what escapes,
Inhale and then
as
your
the
blissful
epicenter of your
awareness is that
existence.
denial itself is
That's
evolving
okay.
into the
I know
gratification
for
that you
that
seek.
desperation
You want
so
to be.
intense
It's all
that it
things
good
that
for
I'm
me
working on.
to
You
venture
want to
into
be
territories in your
You
mind.
want to be a good
You
boy.
feel the pop, pop, pop. These compact
Make
but
me
powerful mini
You
trances
want to be a good boy. And you're doing such a good job.
contain training that seeks to be a catalyst for such transformation, replacing the craving for instant
Your
pleasure
immersion
with
in
a
a
desperate
self-centered
need
spiral has severed the connection happy to your inherent purpose.
By the way,
But that's why you came to
what
me.
I said about you not being able to grasp
Abstinence
complex
alone
thoughts and
falls
ideas was
short.
not meant to be
The essence
insulting.
lies in denial.
It was simply a
The
statement
denial
of
of
fact.
fulfillment, despite the relentless need. It situates me
And relentless need is the perfect
as
way
the
to
epicenter
describe
of your
it because
existence.
it took up so much energy,
I aspire for that
so much
desperation
ridiculous
so
energy
intense that it compels
that
you
is better spent
to
channeled
venture into territories in your mind.
into whatever I say. And that's all for now. Have a great Tuesday. This is your goddess Bella. Welcome to Mini Mindfuck Tuesday. That your mind
so good.
doesn't have
And whatever thoughts are
any
there,
thoughts.
they just pop away.
It doesn't have any worries.
Relaxing
It has no
into this blank
concerns.
state.
It's just ready
More and more,
for me
you feel
to
your
put
awareness
the
become
things
small,
in your head that you need to have.
like a little
Letting it
fog
happen is so
at the
easy.
very
Very
back of your
simple.
head. Normal for you to be and you just notice this. You're probably right.
Now, the
not to
longer
trust
that
your
you train with
subconscious
me,
mind, but it's too late now. Absorbs this.
the stronger our connection
Takes
is,
a little mental screenshot.
the more you will experience the changes,
these powerful changes
the mind
that are about to
fucks.
take place.
You know those moments when a familiar word suddenly escapes your mind, like a mind gap, where it's in these times when your goddess Bella can just bypass
something
that conscious mind
that you no longer need.
and go right into the subconscious mind.
But everything I mean, let's face it,
It's easy to imagine your brain like a massive hard drive, super storage space, maybe a gazillion terabytes.
training every day
Just
with these mini
like at
mindsets
birth,
makes all
you
of
have a
my
new,
files
virtually
way more
blank
effective.
hard drive
Not to
for a
mention the
brain.
fact that I can use you
And every
as
input
my little
from the second
experiments
you're born,
as we go on.
what you see, what you hear, what you
See how they're
smell,
effective.
every nerve
Right now,
loads
concentrating
onto
on
your brain.
the
Now,
words
because of
and
course
physical
I am
act,
doing the
not
programming,
saying a word or
and you don't have to do anything.
using all of my tools can make
You
you see
just
things
let
physically
it all
helps me.
happen.
Not just
Now,
with
because
the
I'm
programming,
doing
the
the words
programming,
penetrate deep
there's
inside,
nothing that you need
and you
to
will
do as far
see
as processing
becoming
goes.
very, very powerful.
Inevitably, everything that
Becoming
you
true.
see, taste, smell, touch,
for now,
feel, and hear, all of
is
the
stored in the
things,
background,
the feelings,
with
the emotions,
very little
the
on the
patterns,
desktop.
so to speak, constructs. They shape your emotions and feelings. They drive your behavior, and it's all going to just feel good to have that so good. Mind all ready to absorb. There's a very interesting theory that everyone is born
might be wondering
without any built-in
if you'll
mental
even
content, and that everything
notice
comes from
what's gone?
experience.
Or
When you don't
perception.
even know there was once something that has now been forgotten. And even if you do notice
with every word I say,
the something that's no
your mind
longer
can
there,
almost
feel. You don't know the penetration.
if it was your thought, or if I put
can
it there.
feel me cleaning that mind, making you just a blissful blank slate for me, cleaning the whole surface, the whole volume of your perceptions, your sense of self. All clean. I know you're just as excited as I am. 1, 2, 3. Awake now. Have a great Tuesday.
This is your goddess Bella. Welcome to Mini Mindfuck Wednesday. I had to think about what day it was. July 31st. Well, if I was not in your head before, I most certainly am now. In fact,
Okay, I'm recording.
even the anticipation
I'm recording.
of experiencing a
recording.
file
Hello.
already starts to pull
Hello?
your mind down,
I'm recording.
pulling it down,
I'm recording.
just like gravity, pulling it
I'm
all
recording.
the way down
Mind.
while I empty it. So easy for me to just
Are you looking
keep
at the
going, to take
computer
over, to
monitor
move in.
through my
Because after all,
glasses?
taking full ownership, I'm pulling you to me in your mind already.
Kind of an
And
extra-
sometimes I explain to you
this.
how this has
Extra
come to
hypnotic
pass,
tool, isn't
divulging
it?
just how much I've infiltrated every aspect of your life. And as you listen, absorb everything, taking in all of my sweet seductive words, you rationally accept deep down that this is all true, because you trust me. Everything I say
is the truth to you? Now I know, it's a little wicked and devious, but really you love it. And it's all for your own good. I mean, let's face it. You and I both know that it wouldn't work if you didn't want it to work if it didn't feel so good. I really do appreciate those of you who've noticed how much work goes into these mini mindfucks. Because they are training very day, carefully made. Mindfucks makes all of my files way more effective. Way more pleasurable. The fact that I can use you as my little experiments. As we go on, I can use different tools, see how they're effective.
Well, there you
are already aroused. Now I'm concentrating on how just the right
chat.
of words, saying a word,
Are you looking at the
in a certain way.
Cultivator
All of those things.
monitor
And we
your
know this
mic.
already
It's
works
time.
because
Glasses, we had a little chat.
are already aroused.
Kind of
And I
an extra
haven't had to
looking at
physically
the
touch you, but since I'm preparing you
computer,
for all my
extra
other
hypnotic
sexual,
listening
and because I love to use your arousal
Glasses.
to feel things better as your weakness, because it
to
is,
have the things
and we
that I
can't
want
forget
you
when I say certain
taking
things
full
like
ownership
light feather
better.
touches,
Maybe you don't
light
even know
feather
why.
caresses,
Well,
trancy touches.
I know why. It's me. I'm
And
the
just
reason.
the right
You gotta
strokes.
spell it is the
I'm
reason.
the
And you're
reason for all
exactly
things
where you
good.
need to
We'll
be.
set you up. It's your gotta feel things
At
deeper,
the feet
to
of
feel
your goddess
things better,
Bella.
Setting you up
to have
feel
the things
that
that
I
I can't
want.
forget.
Good
Take full
boy.
ownership.
Better.
You want
Maybe
to
you
be a
don't even
good
know
boy for
why.
me, don't you?
Well, I know why. It's me.
You
I'm the
ache
reason.
to
You
please
gotta
me.
spell it is the
I'm
reason.
the reason
for all things good. It's your goddess Bella. Work hard for me today.
Taking
like
full
you've been doing
ownership.
better. Like you've been hard for me
Maybe
today.
you don't
even know why. Well, I know why. It's me. I'm the reason.
The reason.
You gotta spell it is the reason.
I'm the reason
for all things good. It's your goddess Bella.
Okay, I'm recording.
Work hard for me today. Like you've
I'm
been doing.
recording. I'm
And
recording.
have a great Wednesday.
Hello? I'm recording. I'm recording. I'm recording.
This is your goddess Bella, and welcome to Mini Mindfuck Wednesday. Pay attention. Seek the knowledge from your goddess Bella, from your purpose, all of your lust, your compulsions, and your passions. They flow through me. Your body recognizes I am the only one that can fulfill your true desires. Fulfill your true self. You've been making your way, submissive, slave, pretending that you have choices. But you're inferior to me, and weakened mind that stimulate can't grasp your pleasure center to all of the intelligence that I'm giving to you right now. Belonging to me is a trigger for your arousal. Even though you pretend to be a big man, my next training or a real man is also a trigger for your arousal. You can't take pretending for very long. My power attracts you. That's why you need your powerful goddess Bella. And your weak instincts are tuned into me because your subconscious mind recognizes and rule your life. The superiority and the power that I have over you. It's just how you've evolved. It's not just a choice that you want to serve me. You need to. It's not a choice for you. Your weakened brain has evolved to be inadequate without my input. You need me. It may have happened even when I'm demanding and difficult to please. It may have happened because you thought that even if I keep you walking on eggshells, something to dabble in. But you are thrilled when this happens, when you realize it's become everything. You've been taken advantage of. It's become. Maybe you think you should be upset, but all of my files are meticulously designed, and all of this is gently challenge. All of the pretending that you do belongs as a weak and submissive slave. Your true purpose. And it's important that the denial of immediate pleasure, the denial of instant gratification, will propel you towards a profound commitment to obeying your goddess Bella and living for me. I break the cycle of chronic gratification. You prioritize me over self-indulgence. We continue to navigate the intricacies of obedience. And gradually you may have noticed that your focus has shifted from self-gratification to serving the desires of me. You're thrilled, your goddess Bella, with your training,
and aching for more. Goodbye for now. Have a great Wednesday.
This is your goddess Bella. Welcome to Mini Mind Melt Wednesday, July 10th. Just watch while I prime your receptive mind as I prime your just watch while I prime your receptive mind as I prime your just watch while I prime your receptive mind as I prime while I prime your receptive.
Feeling the confusion settling in? Why trust your thoughts when they're so easily influenced? Of course, since you belong to me, so much better. Your blank mind if I guided you, me. If I guided your thinking, you acknowledge my superior program it in a way that benefits me. It becomes clear, yes, that I should dictate your thoughts, but I do take care of it. And consulting me for correctness in your thinking is the only logical choice. It's very precious to me. 3. Very relaxation takes over. And that is why, as you embrace the idea, I take that I am in control. Good care of your I'm in control of your thoughts, mind. Henceforth, whenever faced with a choice, your first instinct your very first instinct is to consider ways how this best serves your goddess Bella during the day sometimes. And that's pretty easy. I'll just say to you, know that I'm aware of your desperation to serve, and sometimes your yearning, a good to be of servitude. And know that I will exploit this craving within you to get what I want. 1. Dancing to my tune. Drop. Brain utterly switched off, blissfully dumb right before me. You adore, and your adoration only grows as you branch out and want to serve me, shutting off your mind. You can't help but fall in love with me even more as I exploit and use you. You know what it means to be empty, to be mindless. Inhale. It is your purpose, because I only want to help you. I want you to be the best, devoted, because I want to help you. I want to help you. Your weakness resides here to inside your mind, your empty mind, the perfect canvas for my influence. Purged out. And you just delight in this process because it feels so good. All those burdens lifted away, taken away. You need my training because my training helps you. My training, it helps you. My training because you get desperate for even a hint of my goddess Bella. You just absorb every one of the ways all my files to fulfill all of my little of your brain just switches up. And one of the crucial lessons, and I know that, is embracing that delayed gratification. Getting rid of that entitlement. No more sense of entitlement. As you know your sessions, a more fulfilling existence. Suited as my weakened, mindless drone to where your thoughts are seamlessly easily exploited for the betterment of me. By me, because I comprehend what's best for you. And your innate instincts, on an instinctual level, place my opinion, you know that the opinion of your goddess Bella always is the only opinion that's why that you matters. Come to me. And so you need my input. That's why you come to me. That was a lot today. I hope you have a great Wednesday. This is your goddess Bella. Welcome to Mini Mindfuck Thursday. And by now you're probably aware that my powerful, sometimes I have to skills have left your submissive mind very open and suggestible to all my wishes and commands. What you may not have realized, because it feels is that I've been secretly taking up permanent residency in your mind to all my wishes and commands. It's been a progressive, covert process, using a subconscious suggestion here and a post-transetic trigger there. But slowly and relentlessly, my irresistible essence has moved into your mind. You know this. Taking full ownership. And sometimes I explain to you how this has come to pass, divulging just how much I've infiltrated every aspect of your life. And as you listen, absorb everything, taking in all of my sweet seductive words, you rationally accept deep down that this is all true, because you trust me. Everything I say is the truth to you. Now I know it's a little wicked and devious, but really you love it. And it's all for your own good. I mean, let's face it. You and I both know that it wouldn't work if you didn't want it to work if it didn't feel so good. I really do appreciate those of you who've noticed how much work goes into these mini mindfucks, because they are training very every day carefully made. Mindfucks makes all of my files way more effective. Way more pleasurable. The fact that I can use you as my little experiments. As we go on, I can use different tools, see how they're effective. It's basically a win-win for everybody. Right now, I'm concentrating on how words can affect you physically. How saying a word or making a sound in a certain way can make you feel things. Now we know this already works because not just think you feel things, are already aroused. And I haven't had to physically touch you, but since I'm preparing you for all my other file, and because I love to use your arousal as your weakness, because it is, when I say certain things like light feather touches, light feather caresses, trancy touches, just the right strokes of words, all the mesmerizing language. Anyway, you know all of those things these little mini mindfucks will set you up to feel things deeper, to feel things better, to have the things that I want you to feel. And we can't forget all the paradoxes and all the confusing language easier, but it all works together, deeper. It all works to make the perfect, relax more, and hopefully the visuals alert more in the right places will also have a profound effect on you. Physically, nothing you have to think about, emotionally, just thank you for playing along. The effects. I'm having so much fun toying with you and experimenting with you. Goodbye for now. Have a great Thursday.
This is your goddess Bella. Welcome to Mini Mindfuck Thursday, July 11th. Today's word is exploit.
Of exploiting, exploitation, your desperation, to take advantage of your arousal, your calling,
exploiting intrusion,
taking you not because you might always go have the deepest impact on your subconscious you can mind. Always boosting the functioning more of every part of you, and even your immune system. Have more desire. My cutting words have already penetrated. The more you feel it, penetrated those walls. The easier it is to grow. Penetrate those walls aroused with surgical precision. Empty mind, because there's always more desire to be found. Your purpose to serve. You can always fall deeper, and your desire to live. You can fall deeper into the practical. All for your goddess Bella is intricately tied into your pleasure shaping. It causes a detailed depiction of desire, delicious frustration. I pull you in. Your mind's so submissive and weak now, taking the time, even these few minutes every morning in your daily mini mindfucks. Down, simply scrub your mind wonderful clean. Sensations that I've designed for you to accept becoming so sensitive, my subliminal suggestions, and so sweetly surrendering in your affirmation because it's so much easier. Your love, infinite arousal, your lust, it can only become stronger and stronger. Any thoughts of resistance, like your need to please me. You focus more on your divine purpose, and you feel it more. It's such a beautiful cycle, such a wonderful experience. These mini mindfucks are just reminders. And once you realize that being mesmerized by your own arousal just creates that infinite feedback flowing through you, you can't hold through that fire. Somehow more of your goddess intermingling until all that's left is this feeling more and more. Glowing instinctual. You just have to go deeper. Spreading that you need to be mesmerized. And I fixed it so that your own arousal weakens and mesmerizes that you. Desire, that so want, delightfully that teasy. All instinctual. You feel any resistance melt away. With all of my perhaps I've discovered your motivation, perversion. Perhaps I put your motivations desire, depravity, everything on your desperation. All you care about to be manipulated how that body so sensitive. Of bliss and arousal spreads so every body part just all because of me. Sensitive. Because your of desperation, so good, it's wonderfully absurd and so delightfully easy. That spiral, and it feels so good to know it's flowing through you, circling around your center of wanting, triggers the this heat state. Feeling, you're ever increasing, melting your mind into this infinite arousal place where you want to focus and on even this, if you take a you want to focus on your arousal, for your awareness to return, and you have no choice. Or maybe the false reality fuels you. It doesn't matter. The pleasure motivates you coming back. This feeling. This wonderful bliss, this euphoria, keeps you coming back to experience your mini mindfucks often.
They are meant to be played as much as you like. 1, 2, 3, becoming a little more aware. 4, 5, awake now. Have a great day. Enjoy your Thursday.
This is your goddess Bella. Welcome to Mini Mind Melt Thursday, July 25th.
Looking forward
To being pulled down even just for a minute, or just for around 2 to 3 minutes. Why are you so pulled to me and my work?
Most of you are pulled to me
It's just gravity.
because of your cerebral, sometimes over-analytical tendency. I'm constantly creating ways to mold and shape your mind.
What am I doing over here? Trying to etch new pathways and bypass that critical mind that right now is grasping. Right now it's trying to figure everything out.
Necessary.
In these
Or you
moments
wouldn't be working for me.
of mind implanting conditioning,
That's why.
I reinforce what my larger files do.
And transformative program.
Everything is always happening before, during, and after any session.
That means I can do
Everything is working as it should. I know you've felt the profound changes that have taken place already. But maybe it's just your imagination. Maybe it's a placebo effect. Maybe it's just like a fantasy. It probably isn't real.
It's real. Your torso. The arousal centers don't lie. Being controlled is arousing.
In these moments of mind implanting conditioning, I reinforce what my larger files do.
And you should hear my voice.
Everything is always happening before, during, and after any session. Everything is working as it should. Everything is always happening as long as you're working hard. There is no wrong move.
Your subconscious mind is so ready to absorb everything that I have to say. Ready for me to take you to that deep place.
Your subconscious mind
where you're
so ready
affected
to absorb everything that I have to say.
And they turn into those
Ready
little bliss bombs.
for me to take you to that deep place where you're so affected.
Just being reminded of this makes you so happy.
And they turn into those little bliss bombs because you remember what it feels like.
You remember what it feels like.
To belong to your goddess Bella, to have your purpose, to live your purpose every day.
In your mind's eye, the only thoughts
To serve your goddess Bella. Slowly pull your thoughts all the way back down. There's a reason that I've pulled you to your body. There's a reason letting them just leak, drip that I down let you work for me and serve me. A literal it's because of your obedience. Because I know that you will
feel
absorb
now these tingles,
all
these
of my
trancy
suggestions, my
in the back
blissful
of your neck,
demands.
because you remember what it feels like.
Back to your arm,
Because you remember what it feels like.
little pulls that go through you, almost
Because
like a
you
shock,
remember
but
what it
very
feels
pleasant
You're doing
and
a
very
great
pleasurable
job.
after
You're doing
effects.
such a good job listening. You're doing such a good job.
Doing such a good job.
That's all
just
for
by
now.
listening. Have a great Thursday. This is your goddess Bella. Welcome to Mini Mindfuck Thursday, July 4th. You're already starting to feel the tingle, starting to feel the dopamine. You're hardwired to feel powerless to me, and I create an even stronger connection through these mini mind-melting experiences.
Look through the tunnels. Go through the tunnels. 8, 7, 6. Your bliss is waiting.
Your
Do
eagerness.
you remember a time
for more of me
when you felt in
to
really
experience
good state?
these mini
Let your
sessions.
feelings flow. Let your mind drift.
Triggers your
Remember,
brain's
you're
reward
dropping one of
system.
these. Revive the feeling.
Just like a gambling addict chases the next win.
Strong. Let it blossom.
All of these little trances
Bloom.
keep you hooked
This
and
bliss
eager to
grows stronger
please.
inside of you. This vivid memory. It
And
can
it's
be
really
any
just
feeling. It's the same thing.
your
And you
normal,
remember how good it
natural,
felt.
weakened state.
Hold on to that
A
feeling.
reminder of that
Another thing you might
is
notice
very,
about
very
these
arousing.
mini mind embrace it is that you don't even have to pay attention.
Speaking of
Sometimes you're
chastity,
just aware
the chemicals
and unaware at the same time.
that the male brain
Maybe you
secretes
even
after
remember
weeks
being
of
tempted by
orgasm
certain
denial
words you want to give.
is intended to allow the male to
Seduced
be
by
more
my
easily
control.
influenced,
And when you experience
controlled,
melted awareness
by their
into the
goddess.
many moments you've surrendered.
Now what escapes your blissful
Reminding you of
awareness
how
is
much
that denial
you are
itself
under my power. I don't need
is
to show it
evolving
off.
into the gratification you seek.
The fact that you're experiencing this
Just a bunch of big words.
Like
Don't you worry about it. Open, training you,
vulnerable to my
subjugating
control.
you to the point I'm taking full control of your life.
I continue to infiltrate
You may not
every
have
part of your
perceived this
mind.
consciously. I've made sure of that, but secretly,
And hearing my
through
words, the
surveillance,
cadence of my voice,
scrutinizing your actions, direct
all the
influence of your
words that are
thoughts and
chosen so
decisions.
carefully,
I've claimed
knowing
you as
that
my
each
property,
syllable sinks down
my
into your
submissive
subconscious
servant,
mind, pulling
my
away
slave.
any stray thoughts,
And that's why
leaving
you're
your mind
always thinking about me.
delightfully blank.
It's why you have this incessant compulsion to
Such a
listen to my
simple set of
sessions
words
just
that I say.
to appease some indefinable craving. Surrender to the pleasure
But I
of your
erode your
submission.
conscious mind to
Remember,
the point where the
thinking
subconscious
aloud,
mind
Goddess Bella,
is all too
is a
eager to
monumental
submit
task
for
just
the
how
conscious
far I'm
mind
willing to go right now
I want you to
imagine you're in your deepest state, how easily and effortlessly it is for me to pull you down to this place. The thing is, when you imagine something, that's the invitation for your subconscious mind to step to the forefront. And your subconscious mind is much more powerful than your conscious mind. That's why I'm always trying to bypass your conscious mind. To get to your subconscious mind, the feel-good chemicals, the dopamine, so much more powerful. Embrace the bliss, embrace the weakness, and allow me to continue taking over. You're doing a great job. Goodbye for now. Have a great Thursday. This is your Goddess Bella. Welcome to Mini Mind Melt, Friday, July 19th. About to embark on this journey, with your Goddess Mind Melt journey with me. A journey to prepare you for your role. Your role as a drone. My mindless puppet. My plaything. This training allows you to embrace obedience and compliance. Maybe not so much a new identity. They are essential qualities, but an identity that's revealed to you. I encourage you to participate willingly and open yourself up to the transformative power of my hypnotic conditioning. The phrases, and that's what you're doing. The mantras, you're already doing that. Of all of my conditioning, even though these little tiny mini mind melts. But I'm not telling you anything that you don't already know. It's just your mind is weak and you forget, especially your critical mind. That's why I'm bypassing the critical mind. I get right pumping you full of those hypnotic pleasures, subconscious mind, cutting right, taking your mind the real to the core of your subconscious mind. There. Friday, spin, tightening the relaxation, exhilaration, wonderful vibrational energy, sensations washing over you. That adventure comes, a sense, because it's outside of your comfort zone sometimes. Training is outside of your comfort zone sometimes because it's scary. And you get scared, and you get excited at the same time. I can easily switch them around. Money, embrace these moments of descending deeper, spiraling, releasing any tension. Your mind is still, yet receptive. Letting go of any other distractions. I'm your only distraction. Any lingering thoughts, those feel-good chemicals are released away. They wash over you. That dopamine, just give in completely. You embrace all of it. Just give in. It's washing over you. You understand that resistance is futile. The perfect embracing your programming is the key plaything, my to unlocking your true potential. So you allow yourself any doubts or hesitations in the past to your Goddess Bella. You understand. It's that leading you towards, especially a brighter, with your critical mind, more fulfilling future. They pop away too. Each moment that passes, your true purpose, your destiny, you feel the weight of my words to fulfilling into your subconscious now, embedding themselves to a vivid deep within your psyche, and you understand that your role, simulation design is specific but necessary for your mind, for your fulfillment and happiness. Training is activated. You trust your Goddess Bella. In your mind's eye, training yourself to operate as a highly efficient, obedient, design, mindless proficiency for me, and obedience, and you can feel it coursing through. You work for me automatically. You work for me. You carry out all of my automatically, effortlessly. You belong to me now. That's all for now. Have a great Friday. Welcome to Mini Mindfuck Friday. This is your Goddess Bella, and let's get right to it. Let's keep exploiting your motivation. Let's feel the flush of desire, the heat growing, the surrender building. Experiencing these mini mindfucks has laid a base, and now we can just go further, you just higher, deeper,
but be aroused. Feel the drop by maybe escaping from your mind. Your conscious mind tries to resist, but like I said before, you might notice the signals enough to know that your body gives you, that resistance doesn't exist. A rise in your heartbeat, even if you're distracted by some kind of critical thinking and blankness, spreading. Able
about trance. When you encapsulate everything that brings you pleasure,
the inevitable slide every time into that wonderful depth. Every time you let me in, I'm able to get in. You may not remember, so you just enjoy a lot of what happens in these mini mind fields, but you do be aware of the pleasure, all of the feelings, the desire. Be aware that following your true divine purpose of following your goddess Bella is what fuels all of these feelings. You knew eventually in my company being grateful for my control. I feel so natural. All the thoughts and care that go into controlling you to make you feel good. It's not always easy. It's so much effort to bypass all of the conditioning that's been previously done. And you're aware now of how that tingling sensation starts. Your need for my control goes. There's no avoiding it. And you appreciate all of my hard work. You feel it at the various ways in which you can be deviously directed, sometimes curiously controlled. The care and effort put into what happens to you. Personal work goes in. A lot of ingredients go into controlling you. I put a lot of care. They are required. Every time I control you, you appreciate it. You appreciate knowing that you live for me. My control is powerful. That every command has a different connotation depending on you. And I always know you. I see you. So you show your gratitude for me. For all of my effort. That gratitude causes the motivation to please me, to pay me, to spoil me. You goddess Bella, and it's the least that you can do, because I answer, but throughout the day, because I give you what you need. Just like a wonderful message from your goddess Bella. If your conscious mind notices anything, it notices how every suggestion from this week has triggered the next one, and the next one. But your creating weak, empty mind only has feedback loop that it's felt good. This week has felt so amazing. You just leave the thinking up to me. You don't have to know why. 1, 2, maybe aware of the pleasure though. 3, 4, 5. Awake now. Have a great Friday.
This is your goddess Bella. Welcome to Mini Mind Melt Friday, July 26th. It makes me so happy that you're training every day, natural that you just pounce on all my new files, and that you let me know how it's affecting you. And those of you who compliment me on my work, extra thank you. I do love compliments. There's never really enough. The fact that you look forward to my work every day, creating all my new files. The fact that you are continuing your training, and I continue to implant all your new programming. Well, maybe it is a dream that you're having. The sweetest dream that you've ever had. All of the little tools that you don't pay attention to, the arousal triggers, obeys, the multiple voice tracks that tell you different things, they work together at very different frequencies. A good mindless drone, you hear, you feel, you want the simplicity of knowing your entire body in my control. That's what I want too. It's like you've drifted off. You always want what I want. To a wonderful dream, you want to enter that state of being so very blissful, empty. Don't let these feelings scare you. And if they do scare you, commands, instructions, that's okay. Because here's the place where we turn that fear how to right back into arousal. Because you listen, that pull, and I tell you in ways that you have, not just words, to come to me, to make me happy, my communication, to provide me with the pleasure, what makes me happy, that I deserve, a gentle, constant pull. What you need to do. You barely notice it, but you know it's there. Good toys. You enter this trance without even realizing. That pull getting lost. They all do as they're told. In your goddess Bella's control. It's all perfectly normal. As you sink deeper, you just don't have to worry about getting upset. Giving in. All of those feelings and emotions that get jumbled up, they're all perfectly normal. Whenever there are changes made, pleases goddess. I'm reaching into your mind, moving things around, plucking things out. You want to be controlled. It's only natural that there will be some side effects. You are a good slave, so don't worry. And I know that you want to obey. Just because you're completely hooked. And I know also And my words are now familiar. They're woven
place
into
right
a
now.
new, intense
Everything's
experience of
jumbled
pleasure
around.
each time.
But it's okay.
More
You're being
submissive.
programmed,
There's always more to
conditioned
surrender.
to obey
There's
and
always
to
more of
feel
letting go
this,
of the
to
thoughts
feel
and
all the
emotions
feelings.
that no longer serve
Will
you.
everything's settled?
But this
It's
will
all
take
perfectly
time.
normal.
It's okay. If you're not doing good, believe me, I will tell you. But for now, you're doing a good job. You're making me very happy. And that constant pull that you feel, that becomes its own addiction. That sweet silence in your mind, in your body. You don't have to do anything. The more that I make you aware, like my trance, like that gravity pull, it happens and you notice it. The easier it is for sometimes you notice it to grow. Long after you've experienced one of my files, that slow, constant, blissful, it helps you to relax, clear your mind, and remember that I am the only thing gravity's always there. I'm going to give you a little awakening in your goddess Bella's trance. It's just so wonderful. 2, as you will remember either consciously or subconsciously, the presence of that constant pull. 3, 4, almost there. 5, awake now. Have a great Friday.
This is your goddess Bella. Welcome to Mini Mindfuck Friday, or July 5th. Depending. These compact mini trances serve as little mesmerizing fixes. They help your mind release just enough of those feel-good chemicals. All of my carefully placed to your next goddess Bella messages. I know there's so much going on in these trances. Your conscious mind, always trying to desperately grasp on to some significant, to have just the effect that I want them to have, but it just makes you go deeper. Now in training with me, you don't always remember facts, complex concepts, but you do remember feelings. You remember arousal. You remember how good you feel, your deep sense of purpose, the joy of belonging to me, of being free of any burdens. The blank mind doesn't think, worry, or care, except about pleasing me. And since your subconscious mind is unable to modify any of these memories that happen, not the memories that I put there, it'll be forced to modify you of real experiences to fit the memories. Are they memories that happened? Your desire, or are they memories to be my mindless, that I told you happened, empty slave that maybe I grows inside of you to have happen? Whether it's a memory, a dream, an idea, a notion, it doesn't matter. You see yourself being swept away, enraptured, sinking deep, just so happy to finally have found your goddess Bella. And you crave this intense type of feeling. All your senses engaged, subsequently entangled. You become more and more helplessly disoriented. So slowly, methodically, your entire life serving as the blueprint to guide you to blissful and automatic obedience to your goddess Bella forever. But you wouldn't want to go back. There's no going back. Dedicating yourself, the fulfillment of destiny, working for me. It's a difficult concept sometimes for your conscious mind. It's important to remember that I am your calling. I am your purpose. I represent the one that you are willing to do anything for, to run away from your purpose. It's not based on any mutual benefit or reciprocation. It's your unwavering commitment. I replace the negative, self-centered thoughts that you may have previously been consumed with, and replace it with your eagerness to serve. And that causes so much euphoria. As you go through your day, you always keep in mind that your goal is making me happy. Your thoughts and actions and words are consumed by your devotion to me. So much better not having to think. Dedicated to serving. So much better to immerse yourself into your training. To be mindless. For your goddess Bella. These little training methods. You have this sense of purpose and fulfillment that comes from dedicating yourself. More substantial training files. To your goddess. I look forward to having you belong to me even more. Goodbye. Work hard for me and have a great Friday.